Yeah, I used to, going back to around 2008, 2009, I was unpopular among certain people in the video games industry because I would go give these speeches about how certain designs of games were unethical because they were about psychologically manipulating people and so forth. But what is now happening on social media is like way worse than what any of these games do because I do think these platforms thrive off this. They won't, again, if you go ask the engineers who make Twitter happen or something, they'll say, oh, there's a little bit of that, but it's a net good because blah, blah, blah. And it's like, really? And also, are you really trying to, mitigate some of these negative manipulations? Because you could imagine tuning a communications platform to attempt to disincentivize this kind of manipulation of people's emotions and just incentivize clear, thoughtful, nuanced communication. And nobody really wants to do that because it reduces traffic, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there you go. And
But
people won't admit that that's really what's happening.
yeah, I don't know to what degree the algorithms, say the YouTube recommendation algorithm or the Twitter trending, that presumably...
Can I rant for a second?
Please.
Let me push pause. So the word, since we're talking about society, all right,
Yeah.
the word algorithm is a propaganda word
Yeah.
being used to manipulate people, okay?
Yeah.
What is an algorithm? Again, for non-technical people, you don't care, but let's just lay it out. An algorithm is a method of solving a well-defined problem in a mathematical-like way for which there is a correct answer that can be verified correct. And the algorithm can be verified correct as a thing that produces the correct answer. That is not what any of this stuff is that people call algorithms on YouTube and Facebook. What it instead is like heuristics, which is a fancy multi-syllable word. It's like arbitrary choices, right? If you program, it's like a boatload of if statements.
It's more like the Coke secret formula, right? It's a flavor.
Yes. And so
Secret formula.
So calling these things algorithms, I think, both lends them more respectability than they deserve, but also removes the asking of certain kinds of questions about them that I think people should be asking. Do you remember? So back before things got so insane with all of social media, I think YouTube was one of the first platforms that people were putting pressure on because there were all these articles that were like, I started with such and such a video and I was able to click on links and eventually I was watching Nazis,
yes, the
right?
YouTube is radicalizing young people kind of.
And this was used to say that the algorithm, right, which again is a heuristic or whatever, was incredibly biased or doing bad things or whatever. And this was obviously untrue. Like if you imagine the simplest possible actual algorithm, right, which is like all your videos are points in space and you pick the one you just watched and draw a circle around it, right? It's like, yeah, there's some video to the east of that thing. And if you keep walking east, you'll get to the eastern boundary of the space. Like that's a completely unbiased algorithm and you can do. So what these people were really calling for is you should not have an
easterly direction.
You should not be able to walk east. And it was never stated such a, now people just say that, right? Before, 5, 6, 8 years ago, this was not sayable and now it is sayable. And that's scary, I think.
The idea being at first, or at least the way it was talked about, at first, let's prevent these accidental side effects of the systems that we've set up, which are pushing people in a direction we don't like. And now it is, let's use the systems that we have as tools to push people to, not left and right politically, right, but the direction east and west is better. We want people to go west. Let's make the systems push them to the west, so it's impossible for anybody to go east, no matter how unique they are.
I think YouTube just got crushed under that. I don't know what it was, or maybe it was driven internally like Twitter, but YouTube is very, very dead to me now compared to how like it used to be. I would go on YouTube and I would like see new stuff to watch that I didn't know about and all that. And now it doesn't recommend.
You're the only
anything
one
to
here,
me
by the way,
except
still.
Oh, yeah?
things
Yeah,
that
they
I
just left.
Where did they go?
subscribe to,
Thank you.
She had a
or
doctor's
that I've
appointment.
already watched, or
Thanks
very,
for
very
They
rarely.
left, but you're doing good right
There's
now.
something very,
I looked
very
at your listing,
similar
you have
to
like
whatever
60
I've seen.
videos,
but
so
it's
you're
like
good.
so
Yeah?
clamped
You might have to
down.
carry.
Oh,
one of the
shit.
cards.
Wait, hold on. Let me
No
pause this
motion
real
at all.
quick.
And like I
That's
don't
my